Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Justenia and today I'm going to do a third trimester update. I'm currently 39 weeks and 6 days. So tomorrow I actually hit my 40-week mark and I already feel things going into motion, so baby might be coming soon. I'm going to go like in order of the timeline, so like a week by week of like what I felt, when I felt it, or like activities I did and stuff like that. Also, disclaimer, if you see me rolling around or moving side to side in this video, it's because I'm sitting on this nice bouncy ball just because sitting on a chair is just so uncomfortable, and this definitely helps with some pelvic pain I'm feeling now in the third trimester, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But yes, if you see me dance, and that's why. So the third trimester is usually weeks 27 to 40, and I definitely got hit by a bus on week 27 right at the start of the third trimester. I started feeling nauseous, I started feeling headaches. It was almost like being in the first trimester all over again, which I guess I didn't expect at all. But then I looked it up and it's totally normal to feel this in the beginning of your third trimester. So it was like right on time. And it was very annoying, but it lasted for only like 1 week. And then I never actually threw up or anything like that. So thanks to that. I would say after that first week, I didn't get those feelings of throwing up and headaches again. So the following week at 28 weeks, I actually had an appointment scheduled to do my glucose test, and I'm sure you've heard of it definitely by now. It's that sugary drink. The lady that gave me the drink at the desk, she told me to chug it like right in front of her. So I know I've heard like you have like 5 minutes to drink it and stuff, but she made me chug it right then and there. The taste was pretty good because I got like a fruit punch flavor, but chugging it, it's like this much. So chugging this much in 30 seconds is not fun at all. Other than that, the taste was not bad. But again, I like sugar, so I can only speak for myself here. And then I had to wait like about an hour sitting down, and then they took my blood. And then that was that. I didn't get a call or anything, so I assumed everything was fine. And then at my next doctor's appointment, my midwife went over with me the test results, which all came out within the levels, so it was fine. Then for like a couple weeks, nothing really big happened. But at 31 weeks pregnant, I don't know what happened, but I had intense heartburn. And I'm saying like, I got heartburn one day because I ate a really salty meal, and then I had heartburn straight for like 2.5 weeks. And I have a theory of why this started because on the day I got heartburn for the first time in my life, which was at 31 weeks pregnant, I had cooked a chicken, and the seasonings I used, I basically like over salted it. So when I took a bite, it was like 100% salt. It was horrible. And I got heartburn at that instant. And then every single day since that day, I had heartburn for like 2.5 weeks. So I think I triggered it with that super salty food, and it just wouldn't go away. Eventually it did. And then I would not get it every single day, but I would get like in little spurs, like one day yes, one day no, or like at one meal, but it wasn't consistent anymore. But that definitely sucked, and I didn't know what heartburn felt like until I got it for the first time at 31 weeks pregnant. So then around the same time at 31 weeks pregnant, I did my 3D, 4D sonogram, and this was not covered by my insurance. I had to go pay out of pocket for this, but I just really wanted it because I really want to see the features my baby has and just to like see her kind of move. I thought that would be really awesome and really cool, especially since I didn't have any more ultrasounds scheduled with my regular doctor since I had a low risk healthy pregnancy. So I knew this was basically going to be like the last time I was able to see her. So I did the appointment, I did the ultrasound, and it was so cool. It was amazing to see her just in there. She was sleepy for the most part because I think I carb loaded her. I had like a Dunkin' Donuts breakfast with like hash browns and croissant. And I had a coffee thinking the coffee was going to wake her up, but it definitely, she was kind of sleeping in there. But we did get a little clip of her smiling, and I have a few photos. I might insert one here, but yeah, being able to see her was awesome, and I'm really glad I was able to do it. So then moving on to like weeks 33, 34, I started getting really tired again. Like, think first trimester, second trimester tiredness. I would wake up, just feel really tired, and I had the motivation to want to do things. Like, I wanted to clean, I wanted to set up her nursery, I wanted to do so many things, but I was just so tired. And I think the growing bump really does slow you down. I didn't think it would. I was like, oh, probably in the last like 5 weeks, sure, of pregnancy, which I guess 33 weeks pregnant is towards the end. But I would definitely feel really tired really fast. So I would get a little bit done every day, but it wasn't what I wanted to get done. But around this time, I did start setting up her nursery. So like 34, 35 weeks, that's when I started to actually put up the little decorations that you see in the back, like the mirror, the flowers, stickers I have all over the room. That's when I started to like organize everything, build the crib. I do plan to do a nursery tour probably after baby comes because she might come any second now. Yeah, I would say I had the most fun doing the nursery, but again, it's just really tiring and it took longer than I expected, but I got it done and I love it so far. And I'm actually still adding things like that I buy here and there. So I'm not completely finished, but when I do, I will definitely film a video and show you guys. So moving on to 35 weeks, that's when Halloween happened, and I'll enter a picture here of the costume I made. I made a couple, but actually had a work event where I went with the zombie mom costume, and I got so many compliments on it. Everybody loved it. They didn't expect me to like dress up at all, I guess. So showing up with the baby zombie, everybody was super impressed, and I loved it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was cute. And I had enough belly bump to do it at that time, so I thought it was just perfect. Then for the really exciting time, I finally did my maternity photo shoot at 36 weeks pregnant. I know you're supposed to do it earlier, like 33, 34, just because after 36 weeks pregnant, you have a higher risk of the baby coming and you're more tired and all that good stuff. I just booked the session so late that was the earliest available time. And a lot of photographers were already booked because they're booked months in advance. I was finally able to find one and we were able to work with it. So I did my photos at 36 weeks and it was awesome. I love how they came out. I'll enter a couple pictures of the indoor session I did and they came out so beautiful. I love it so much and I'm so glad I actually did it. And honestly, if you guys can't afford the photo shoot, just because I know it's expensive, I tried to really go for the lowest option and even then it was a little pricey. I definitely recommend doing your own photo shoot at home. At 37 weeks pregnant, so the following week, I did my own photo shoot in my house and I actually did like a DIY milk bath and the photos came out amazing. I'm gonna enter a photo here for like a sneak peek so you can see it, but I did make a video on the process and how I did it and how I was able to take pictures and stuff, so that's gonna be uploaded soon. But yes, I definitely recommend, if anything, just buy a little dress and have a photo shoot at home. It's just having the keepsake of the memory. It doesn't really have to be professional that does it. So I definitely recommend you guys do it. So for the next thing, I gave a spoiler alert in my second trimester video, but I'm going to talk about stretch marks. And I didn't have any stretch marks in my second trimester. I had like maybe one or two that popped up, but it wasn't like anything intense. Well, in my third trimester, they definitely came up. I would say I was doing pretty good till like week 37, which is so late into the pregnancy. It's like towards the end. But I only had like one on my side, I only had like one on each side and like one or two on my stomach area for the longest time. But once I hit 37 weeks, I got a whole lot in my stomach area. And then I feel like as the weeks keep going by, it's definitely getting more noticeable. Just like, especially around the belly button area. So it doesn't really matter how much cream I put or oil. I mean, it was bound to happen anyway because I know it's genetics, but I thought I was gonna like make it to the end without the stretch marks, but I didn't. So for me, I definitely got it towards the last 2-3 weeks of pregnancy. So if you don't have any, just know that it might pop up. It's not a big deal. It's just something I was trying to prevent, but it happened. So it is what it is. And then speaking about pain, I also started to feel some pelvic floor pain. And I think this started happening around weeks 37, 38. I would say I've been feeling it for almost like 2 weeks now. It'll hurt sometimes when I walk or if I'm putting some pants on. If I lift like one leg, then I also feel it down there. That's why I actually got this bouncing ball. I was looking up on YouTube on some videos of like how to relieve some pain. So instead of sitting on chairs for long periods of time, I can sit on this and it helps. And it really does, just moving around. But I spoke to my midwife about it and she said that it was normal just because I'm getting towards the end of my pregnancy and there's more pressure. So it's pretty normal, but I was just trying to find ways to relieve it. So this bouncy ball really helped. And the last update for this video is going to be my doctor's appointment that I had yesterday. So yesterday I was 39 weeks and 5 days and they actually checked my cervix and I was already 1 centimeter dilated. I did do a membrane sweep just so it can kind of like help the process. Since I'm 40 weeks tomorrow, I thought why not just try to induce naturally this way rather than wait the full week and have to be induced another way, which I really don't want to do. So since then, I've been feeling some like period feelings. So I don't know if that's like the start to the end of pregnancy, but I'm excited. I'd say I'm really nervous, just like any first time mom out there is probably, but I'm excited to finally be able to meet her. And knowing that I'm having these feelings already, like what might be contractions, especially since my midwife actually told me I've probably had contractions already. I just didn't know what they were, and they weren't painful. So I don't know if this is the beginning, and then it might escalate in the next like 24, 48 hours. But I'm just really excited, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this third trimester update, and I will see you guys next time.